We'll give you now the scenario and instructions for you as the candidate for today for the role play.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
please take a read.
Oh, look like what I do in the store. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
I know what to do.
Alright, so let me show you the items that is ready for you for the assessment. What you see here is a setup similar to ABC Store. Okay, so these are the laptops and the iPads. Over here is the fire evacuation plan. If let's say there's an emergency, you can take the emergency exit over there. Extinguisher as well as the numbers are also here. Okay, so do you have any questions for me before we begin?
No, I think I'm fine.
You're fine?
Yeah.
Alright, so we will begin shortly.
Hello, sir.
Yes, hello.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Welcome to ABC Store, IT department.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we have the latest promo on all our laptops and iPads. Sir, please have a look. Or do you have anything in mind?
Well, I am thinking of getting a gift for my dad. It's his birthday coming soon.
I see.
Yeah.
So you're buying a gift for your dad, huh? So, well, what does he generally use it for?
He uses the laptop for business. He's a businessman. Yeah.
So, I would figure business use, lightweight, fast processor
Yes.
would be your requirement.
Yes, definitely.
I have just the product for you. Okay? Well, this is also our in-store bestseller. Okay? Our Dell Inspiron 14. Okay? With the latest i7 quad-core processor, mind you. Okay? SSD, sir, do you know what is SSD?
Can you explain to me?
SSD is the new technology now that replaces hard disks. Okay? You have all the 1, 2 tera hard disks in the past, which you always hear my disk drive crash and all that. Okay? So nowadays it's all replaced by SSD, solid state drive. Solid state means there is no moving parts. So this Dell Inspiron comes with a 1 terabyte SSD. Safe storage, peace of mind. Okay? Plus, if your father is always traveling with a laptop that is too heavy, it's not so good for him, right? So this is our current lightest, weighing a mere 800 gram laptop. Good for traveling, big screen, long battery life of up to 24 hours per single charge. And latest solid state drive with dedicated NVIDIA graphic card in case on boring trips you want to watch some movies and all that. So I think this will be the one most suitable for you.
Okay, I'm actually waiting for my mom. She's getting something. This is actually a bit too steep price. Yeah. And
Usually most of our customers, once they see the price, this is the first comment. But don't worry, I'm the best salesman. If not, I've been selling almost 50 pieces of this laptop already. So trust me, this is the best bang for your buck, best deal. If you think this is expensive, I'm sure if you're giving it as a gift, you won't want it to be looked upon as a cheapskate, giving your father such a low price product. So laptop at this price, bang for your buck, best feature, latest, lightest, fastest. You should take this today and grab this because we are throwing in 2 years additional free warranty just for this period of time when we are having our 15-year anniversary promotion.
Okay, but how about this product over here? As I'm seeing that there are other cheaper products. Why don't you show me the products?
I think those are just for show. Eh? What you should look at is, this is the best, like I said, feature and best value for your money. In case you are actually looking for some cheaper product, then maybe you want to consider our iPad, which is currently on promotion. The iPad Air, the usual price of $999, you can get it at $849 after our 15% discount. In fact, why don't you consider getting this Dell and the iPad together, and we will throw in some free USB thumb drive, 64 gig, which costs $150 market price, all in our 15-year anniversary promotion.
Okay, what you're telling me is this sounds good, but it's beyond my budget.
I think budget is not an issue here. If you can consider, sir, do you own any Citibank or DBS credit card?
Yes.
You can go for the 24 months, if not 36 months installment. This works out to be misery every month, less than $80. If you were to get the Dell and Spiron, and you even throw it together with the iPad Air, you hardly spend more than $100 a month. No need to consider the other product. This is the one for you.
I can't really decide right now. Is there anything else that you can ask me so that I can help to decide this? I don't know.
No, why waste time to think about any other thing? You come here to buy, I'm the best salesman, I always give you the best recommendation. Trust me, this is the best seller. You won't go wrong with this Dell Inspiron.
Can we pause the roleplay for a while? William, can I just check with you, for when you are doing the assessment and doing this roleplay, do you draw what you learn from training?
Well, this is what I do in my store. That's how I become the #1 salesman. 5 years I've joined this company, 5 years I'm the top. This is how I sell. This is how it works.
Okay, we can try again. Okay, I will probably go back to the part about asking you for recommendations. Then we take it from there, or you think it's what you will do the same for this assessment?
Well, I only believe in the way it works for me. Giving customers the best recommendation, and don't need for them to have too much confusion, too many things to think about. Customer, we should help them to clear their mind. Give them the most suitable product. In terms of cost, here now is the highest price product, but this is the best product. So I don't think it's necessary to recommend any other thing anymore.
Okay, let's proceed with the roleplay. Right? I don't think I would like to purchase too expensive.
Sir, consider, like I've explained before, if you go on an installment plan, whether it's 24 months or 36 months, it's a minor cost to you, and you still get the best product during this time, and your father will be happy, your father will be thankful for receiving such a good gift. So maybe I can get a new set for you?
Hold on. I am still considering, it's a little bit too steep for me.
It's okay. I think I'll take my leave.
Oh, Sir, don't you want to consider the iPad as well?
No, I think it's not what I want. Thank you.
Okay, see you.
Let's stop the role play here.
Bye.
Okay, William, take a seat. Let's transit to the oral questioning, right? Just give me one moment.
Yep.
Okay, so there will be 5 questions that we ask to you within 10 minutes. Let's proceed with question 4. Okay, so this is the question. Okay, how do you match customers' requirement to your product recommendation?
This is selling skill. Okay. For me, I always go with upsell. Upsell means that I always try to recommend a more expensive product for him. And this more expensive, in this case laptop, usually will covers all the features that he wants and more. Okay? And with that way, okay, that's how I've always become, using this method, I always become a top salesperson, okay, in the company for the past 5 years. Okay? And also, just by asking customers to spend a little bit more, a few dollars more, okay, he gets much better value. Why not? I think it's a win-win situation.
Okay, right. Could you elaborate on it? Because, or maybe let me rephrase the question to you. How do you match the customer's need and or requirements to your recommendations? How do you?
You see, based on his requirement, okay, and the only way to cover all his requirement and more, okay, is by the product feature from those most expensive product. Sure net one. Okay? Expensive product will cover all the feature that he wants, okay? and more, like I said. Okay? This will definitely satisfy his requirement.
Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on to the last question for the oral questioning. Name one reason why you may need to present alternative product to the customer.
Now, this is quite similar to the last question there. Okay? Again, I will upsell. My answer to this is very simple. Okay? Just sell him the more expensive product, like I said, that has got all the features that he wants. Okay? And why look at any other alternative product, waste time in terms of that? If he can have this higher price product, okay, all his needs are answered. So there's not necessary for him to, in fact, like I mentioned in the role play, I'm saving him some time, okay, to go around looking for consider other product. Okay. We just try to help customer by simplifying their life by giving them the most simple selection, simple choice.
Okay, I think I would like to probably check with you whether you understand the question that I asked, and maybe I can repeat the question for you. So, what the question actually wants you to talk about is one reason why you may need to present an alternative product, another product of the same make. For example, if it's a laptop, then you choose another laptop, an alternative product. So, what would your response be?
Well, like I mentioned before, okay, if I were to get him another laptop for comparison, okay, then that would be wasting his time and my time. Okay? So I focus on selling the most feature full, of course in this case will be the more expensive product, so that the customer needs are all answered for. And it may cost a little bit more, but I've given him alternative, like by saying, giving them 12-month, 24-month installment plan. So those already help them to ease the cost issue.
Okay, thank you, William. We are down to the end of the oral questioning. Just give me a bit more time for me to check the responses against my performance criteria assessment records. Yeah. Okay, William. Alright, so you have done the role play as well as the oral questioning. I found that you were very smooth in your delivery as a salesman. You managed to address the customer's needs and understand the requirements and channel him to some products, right? And you adhered to the welcome greetings of the company. And you are well dressed, well groomed, and you're very eloquent when you speak, right? But I wanted to highlight a certain area that probably you missed out during the assessment, and this is under PC 2.2. So under PC 2.2, as indicated here, it shows here that you are to present or demonstrate products and services which best meet customers' requirements to customer for inspection. So essentially it means that you need to give alternative products, right? You need to give alternative products to the customer so that they can make a comparison. I think this was a gap at your end during the assessment. So for that matter, you did not meet that PC 2.2, and you were not able to demonstrate that performance criteria. And because of that, sorry to inform you that for this assessment, you will be given a NYC grade.
How can that be? I'm the top salesperson. I do this every day and work successfully for the last 5 years. How can I get an NYC on such a thing?
Well, as we have learned from training, this assessment is actually based on the competency elements that are covered during training, not much of what you have been doing at your workplace. So that is why we have a strict guideline as to what are the performance criteria that needs to be met and the underpinning knowledge that needs to be met for you to be given the competency grade. And as I surfaced earlier, you did not meet performance criteria 2.2. So that is why we are going to give you the NYC grade. But all is not lost. We have an appeal process. I will go through with you the appeal process. So after the assessment outcome, which is not yet completed, you have the option of lodging an appeal, right? And if you do not want to proceed, then we can go for reassessment. But if you would like to go for an appeal, there is a certain procedure that you have to do before 7 days, a small admin fee of $30, and then after the deliberation, if it is successful, then you can get a competent grade. But if it's not, then you would have to proceed with the route of reassessment still. Okay, so are you clear about the appeal process? Do you want to clarify any part of it?
No, I'm clear about the
Okay, so William, can I just check with you whether you would like to go through with the appeal process?
No, I don't want to go into
Don't want, is
I
it?
will go for reassessment.
Okay, just give me one moment while I record that down. Okay, William, this is the final assessment outcome. So it states here that you are not yet competent in this competency unit, which is sell consumer goods or services. Do you agree to this outcome?
Yes.
Okay. And you have also indicated that you have been briefed on the appeal process and you would not like to proceed with the appeal. Is that correct? I will need your signature for 2 portions over here. Thank you. Do you have any other questions?
Oh, my colleague will sure ask you about that competency outcome. What will you tell him? What am I going to do?
The information regarding the process as well as the execution of the assessment is confidential. So rest assured, we will not be divulging any information to your colleagues. It will just be between yourself as well as your management.
I see. Same. Okay. Then if you see me go for the reassessment, they know that I'm not competent.
Yep. It's okay. All is not lost. You can choose for the reassessment, and you can still go for the training. Yeah, and assessment.
Okay. Anyway, thank you.
Okay. Thank you.